Oregon's thing is it's like Oregon versus them. Every week it's called the same thing. It's like a 5-minute video. They like everybody else.
That's what good teams do. The only team you got to beat yourself.
They got video. Yeah, that's his thing. Hey, we know who we play next week. Who do we play? Oregon. He's got that ingrained. So they did the video. They did. I watched the one when they played in Lubbock against Texas Tech. They do it every week. Call it the same thing. But this week, it starts with some of the Friday stuff, the meeting, the Friday night talk. Has the announcers hyping up the game. It's got all that stuff. And the part that has drawn all of the talk today, all that stuff's pretty standard. You know, the coach talking to the team about, hey, they think this is a Cinderella story. Well, not all Cinderella stories end the same way. This one's about to end. This Cinderella story is about to end. You know, we're about grit, and you know, redwoods are strong at the root because they're intertwined. He has all that. But the interesting part, everybody else is watching that going, oh, that's pretty cool. Good speech. Good speech. And then they show Colorado's kids on the field before the game talking basically to the Oregon cameras. And they had a lot of things to say. They were talking they were writing some big checks with their mouths.
You mean to quote one for you?
Sure.
Shiloh Sanders, that is number 21, the other son of Deion, says to the Oregon players while they're stretching, I'll beat the fuck out of every one of y'all and your coach.
Yep.
Now, the coach he was referring to is a friend of mine named Tosh Lupoy.
I don't like his chances.
I do not like Shiloh's chances. He would have been, I don't care if he's wearing pads or not, he would have been choked out about. Tosh is low-key UFC guy too. Tosh, big boy.
Yeah, he's big fellow.
Big guy.
So
not nice.
They were doing a lot of that. They were talking. There was more than one guy talking. They went to the O on the middle of the field, stomped or scraped on the O, whatever, which is a no-no. You don't
nuts to talk to the Oregon cameras like that.
And to talk to the Oregon,
address them.
Yes, and one of the defensive linemen's watching Bo Nix start his warm-ups, laughing because Bo's kind of doing a high leg sort of a skip sort of thing, getting loose.
A skips. For you track guys,
getting loose.
Yep.
The early processes of getting going, getting his body moving around, and he's laughing at him. Well, it's been interesting to watch. There's a segment of my field. Jamel Hill, I'm talking to you. You can't say anything about Oregon. I mean, about Colorado. They're untouchable. Skip Bayless is talking about, is this Black America's team? What are we doing? This is not about Deion anymore. This is not about Colorado anymore. This is about the media. It's like doing this thing. You're making them. He's done a good. They're 3-1.
Yeah, that's an accomplishment.
He's won 300% more games than they won last year. They beat TCU. Turned out to be an okay team.
Yeah,
they did. They beat TCU. Win. It was a good win. They're probably going to win another couple of games.
They'll beat Stanford.
It's a good story. Dan Lanning said, hey, he's building something over there. It's obvious.
It's great for college football because people are tuning in.
It's great for college football. It's awesome. Fox is getting big numbers, doing big noon Saturdays, and they got SC in there this week. People are going to watch SC Colorado when a year ago people would have just absolutely ignored SC Colorado. It's great for the sport. Again, this is not about Deion. It's not even about his players talking smack, whatever. They ran their mouths. Oregon didn't. Oregon played with their pads. You saw what happened.
Yep.
It wouldn't have mattered.
Reality check.
It wouldn't have mattered if Colorado had walked onto the field as a collection of schoolboys, said the Lord's Prayer, pledged to the Pledge of Allegiance. They were still going to get their ass kicked.
Yes,
I mean, it was what it was. But the media is making this thing. It's insanity. No, Jamel. They do it every week. And no, Jamel, it's not ironic that Oregon put the video out on social media to, quote, get clicks when they put the video out on social media every week, like every other school does. You're upset at Dan Lanning, Jamel, about a pregame speech to his team to motivate his team. He said, they play for clicks, we play for wins. Jamel, you've been in sports long enough to know this. Winners write history. Losers don't write history. They got their ass kicked. To Deion's credit, he knew it was coming. He basically kept his mouth shut, and afterwards he said the one thing that you'd want to say when you got to go out and recruit to kind of close the gap that he just saw on the field there at Autzen Stadium. He said, get us now. And that's fine. Some people are like, oh, Deion, no, it's cool. Say
what you want to say.
Say what you want to say. I'm not betting against him.
How many times they got to get their teeth kicked in before people start coming back to reality? Because media has not come back to reality yet. They're going to get
they're angry.
They're going to get curb stomped again this week.
I mean, they're trying to make Dan Lanning the bad guy. Now they're trying to make Oregon, oh, well, now you did that for clicks. No, look, they kicked their ass. And if you'd watched any football, you would have known that the ass kicking was coming. I don't know whether SC's so bad on defense that the score might look weird.
No.
But they're going to get, if they play Utah, it's going to get ugly.
Here's the truth, okay? Probably should have saved this for the Joker on Thursday, but here's the truth. Colorado is a middle of the pack group of 5 team. That's what they are. They are a middle of the pack group of 5 team.
I mean, they went 1-11. He's brought in like 60 new people or some incredible number. And frankly, the fact that they are as competitive as they are is a testament to him.
Yeah, he brought in 85 new players. I mean, it's a whole new team. He's got I don't even know the number he's got left over, but it's not, single digits. But yeah, they're a middle of the pack group of 5 team. They're going to get curb stomped every time they play a quality opponent. And for their wins, now the win against TCU, you cannot take that away from them. That was a good win. They found a way. Nebraska's not very good. Colorado State dominated the game. It took 182 penalties, 4 turnovers, and 0 for 5 on field goals to go to overtime with a middle-of-the-pack Mountain West team.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what they are. They could compete. They're a middle-of-the-pack group of 5 team. So I don't know why, and I would like to thank them, though. I do want to – can I thank Jamel Hill? I didn't see this. I'd like to thank you for pumping this up because you keep the line down. So the Joker is going to keep Siski's ass from going to the haunted house because you keep pumping them up. So thank you.